What's up, Pisces? Jesse with 44 Astro with a full moon tarot reading for the full moon coming on August 30th through 31st. This will be a super blue moon. Super moon just means it's 14% bigger in the sky because it is in perigee with the Earth, which means in its elliptical orbit, it's as close to Earth as it can get. A blue moon just means the second full moon in a month, and that's pretty rare. Once every 2.7 years, the saying once in a blue moon. It will be in the 27th mansion of the moon, and I will put a picture here of the 27th mansion of the moon and what it's about. It's about healing. That's what it's good for, is healing. It's not good for traveling. It's not good for starting anything new, but it's good for making money if you're already into something. But you can read about it. This moon will conjunct Saturn. The conjunction will start in Aquarius and make its way into Pisces. The moon will be fullest at 7 degrees Pisces at 9:35 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. It will be opposite the sun. Saturn's been opposite the sun since the sun was at the end of Leo, and now it's going into Virgo. So this is going to be some heavy energy. This is going to be energy about bringing unconscious things to light with the sun being involved. It's going to be about healing because Virgo and Pisces are both about healing. If you are a Pisces ascendant, and only if you're an ascendant, it will be in your first house or your 12th house, depending on the degree of your ascendant at the time of your birth. So, and the moon can represent the mother. So it could be that you find that there's an illness in your mother that has to be brought to light and healed. Virgo has to do with little animals. So it could be that a little animal of yours has to be brought to the vet and healed, or you find some animals that you rescue and they have to be healed in some way. It could be that you're having very vivid dreams because Pisces is dreamy energy and so is the moon. And with Saturn involved, there's going to be all kinds of restrictions and boundaries placed upon your dreams and on what you're trying to bring forth to the light. It could be that you start recognizing psychological things that get brought to the light, or that you find in your dreams that are unconscious. And then when you remember your dreams and go through them, it helps you understand something that maybe need to be healed and integrated. Saturn is literally Satan in astrology. He represents the devil, and honestly, all religions that are dualistic and have good and evil, all the evil energy is always based off Saturn or Satan, as the good energy is based off the Son or the Son of God or Christ, and using Christianity as an example. So you have the devil looking at God, essentially, right? So it's going to be a balancing of the good and evil in us, and that's going to be tested in the world. Our faiths, our beliefs, and what they truly mean. And if it's in your first house, it could be your actual physical health, that you discover something and has to be brought to light and healed. It's because Virgo does have to do with physical health as well, and so does the 6th house. If it's the 12th house, it could be straight up, it's Pisces anyway, it's mysterious energy being brought to light. It could be some secrets that are being brought out to light. It could be that you find out about a secret enemy or somebody that has some kind of secret beef against you, and you learn about it, and then you're able to work through it and heal it, those types of things. With that being said, it's also a good time to do something that the yogis do. It's called Ekadashi. Ekadashi is fasting. The yogis are so in tune with the cycles of the universe, and they understand that the cycles of a human being are a microcosm of those cycles of our solar system and of the cosmos, that they know exactly when they need to fast within a 40 to 48 day cycle. The yogis do anyway, to reset their digestive system so that it can heal. But for those of us that are not quite as cosmic as a yogi, and in the Hindu traditions and in the yogic practices, a lot of the individuals will do something called Ekadashi, which they will fast 3 days before the full moon and new moon, and on the full moon and new moon, so that they have a better shot of catching that day that their body needs for the reset. Fasting is a healthy thing to do. A full 4-day fast, if you're not someone that fasts regularly, is very difficult, and I wouldn't suggest trying that immediately. Maybe just eat lighter juice, or just eat one really light meal with vegetables at the end of the night, that kind of thing. Only eat the good stuff. Even just a day before would be good. And intermittent fasting is very healthy for people. The science proves it. Your body can enter into something called autophagy, and you can look that up, where your body will start to eat itself. Now that sounds bad, except your body will start eating the damaged cells and sick cells in your body to feed the good cells. So your body will heal. And it will do this if you don't eat anything and just drink water for about 16 hours. And then go for like another 2 hours and your body did some autophagy. And you'll feel better at the end of it. And I'm not a medical professional, but you can look up everything I say. This is more for education. There's a card. Education purposes and for entertainment purposes. Believe in the impossible, Pisces. Oh, yeah. Miracle type stuff. And so what's crazy is right here, you have a wish card right in the middle in the current situation. And you have, the Knight of Wands and the King of Wands, like maybe a fiery individual, or maybe you're fiery, maybe you're cusp Aries, but it's a wish. Maybe it's to be more like this, be more passionate, and, being recognized, center of attention kind of individual. I mean, you could have a wish that has to do with a fire sign individual in some way, or a fiery individual, whatever that wish may be. It looks like just being passionate, moving forward, and being more confident, that type of thing. The current path has worry on it, though. But it's saying believe in the impossible. So you could be worried about money for some reason, or just worry in general. And, it looks like you need to make a choice about something, but you don't see what choice you should make, or you don't know. It could be about a kid. It could be about a fire sign child of yours, possibly. It could be like a custody thing. And it could just be that, something, a new passionate expression of yourself in some way. Maybe you want to express yourself to someone in some way. But saying believe in the impossible. So it's like miracle type stuff. And we'll get some clarifiers, kind of get a better idea of what it's all about. This is another path you can choose. Some Pisces may be on this path. Some Pisces may be on the other path. And some may have a choice between either one. Looks like traveling or moving forward in some way. Queen of Cups could be you. King of Swords could be someone you're traveling to see, a King of Swords possibly. Or you're trying to see an airy type individual. Could be an air sign. Could be someone that has it heavy in their chart, or just be an airy type individual. Could be, those could actually be people, but it could be you're moving forward emotionally and intellectually. Like a type of emotional intelligence, which is important to have. Could be you're physically moving. Like actually moving house, something like that. Maybe just a trip, like a vacation, something like that. Could be with an air sign. You could be cusp Aquarius. And if that's the case, you should watch Aquarius. And if you're cusp Aries, maybe you should watch Aries. And that could be something to do with these fire. And the Queen of Cups could definitely be Pisces. This is advice. This could be people from your past, but it also could be, someone offering you something, or you giving something to someone else. And now you see a person's Earth. There's a lot of people here. This is an Earth sign, but in the advice, it's saying be, nurture what you have and be established. And that's what I'm saying. It's nurturing what you have, or what you already have. It's like it's a message, or like a quick change, or a quick shift. It could be travel. It could be something that needs to be a decision that needs to be made soon. For the sake of your family, for what you're trying to nurture in your life. Now, you have to make this decision. It needs to be made soon. The advice is like make the decision soon, or a message soon is coming in that's going to make you feel more like this. It could be a message that comes in. Maybe a new job or something like that, or something that you've been working on or wishing for, because there's a wish card right here, and it says believe in the impossible. Something's coming in, somebody offers you something good, something valuable. And it's, only you can know what your wish is, right? And it could be about love, because you have the Two of Cups here in the outcome. You have two twos. And again, you have another person, the Queen of Wands. So, there is a lot of people, a lot of court cards in this reading, a lot. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 court cards, and 7 is a destiny number. So these could all be people. Looks like a lot of fire signs. The outcome has a Queen of Wands. If you're cusp Aries, it could be you, but it's looking like that it could be a fire sign that you want to fall in love with, or that's who the person you're trying to attract, right? You're trying to balance out a life with them in some way. Maybe you have to travel to see this person. And that's the issue. And you're trying to figure out how to balance that out, financially. I mean, you got the, maybe it's two different fire sign individuals you're interested in, because you have, two different ones right there. And it's like you in the middle with your wish looking like, which one do I want? Male or female, doesn't matter. I mean, it's good to have choices, right? But it says believe in the impossible. So, I mean, whatever you're dreaming about, it may not seem practical to the average person, but, it might be something to really, it might be good, might be okay. I mean, some people are polygamous. Not saying that you are. I'm just saying, having more than one spouse, some people are okay with that. That's not how I flow, but, some people do, and I'm okay with them doing that. It doesn't break my moral perspectives. I don't judge people for what they choose to do in their, personal life. It could just be, a wish about harmony and being popular with your friends or within a social sphere. It could be like you want to be discovered popular in some kind of situation. It could be like an online group. It could be like some kind of social group outside of work or in work or just in your life, the places you go, like the places they say that you haunt, like, like a bar or wherever you go, like a pool hall, wherever you go and hang out at. Looks like there's some kind of worry, though, about money. I mean, it could be that you have a kid, and you're worried about taking care of the kid. Well, up here, that's what that path looks like. Oh, right there. That card definitely wants to come out. Because I probably should have put it up there where I was paying attention. It could be that maybe you were with one person and you're about to get with another, because it looks like, maybe, sorrow and indolence, like maybe one of these individuals, you were with, and like you either wish to be back with them or you wish to move on and get with someone else, right? You want someone that's virtuous, and that may be what this wish is. Like maybe you've had bad relationships in the past, and the wish with the virtue on it is like, hey, I wish it's someone virtuous. Maybe someone that's passionate and confident, but also virtuous, because you're tired of the sorrow and the indolence and the feeling stuck. Maybe you feel stuck in the current situation right now because you're trying to. Maybe you're on the rebound, or maybe you're trying to find a new relationship. Looks like you're going to find love down here on the outcome for sure. It says believe in the impossible. So, like I said, and it may be, maybe an unconventional type relationship, whatever that means. Like a big age difference or something like that, just as long as it's not illegal. Like an older woman with a younger man, or vice versa, older man with a younger woman, just as long as they're both consenting adults, that type of thing. This path up here, you got 2 4s and an 8. You have, power, luxury, and interference. And that's what you're worrying about. Like you feel like you're not seeing the power and the luxury in your life, the 4 of Pentacles and the 4 of Cups, or, the solid foundations. You feel like it's being interfered with in some way, or has been interfered with by an individual, maybe an immature fire sign, and that's why these fire signs are over here. Like you're like, I'm done with this type of individual, or you are done with them. Maybe they moved on, whether they're fire or they're just that type of individual. They seem to be someone that's, if it is an individual, you're with, they're immature. That's why it's a young card, a page. Or you don't feel like you're able to have the power and luxury. You're being interfered with because you haven't found anything that you feel that you're passionate enough about to, as far as like work or something like that, to like really commit to. And over here you definitely have movement, because it's saying you're moving forward, with this 6 of Swords, but you also have the Chariot on top, with a new journey, which is the Fool. And it can be actually being foolish about something. Like maybe these 2 individuals, as King of Swords, Queen of Cups, maybe they were being foolish. And maybe, something you had to overcome. Like the 5 of Swords, it's the guy with 3 swords defeating the other 2 guys, right? And holding their swords in his own. And so maybe you had to overcome, individuals acting a fool, for sure. You had to move on, move past them. And it could be that this water sign actually is a Cancer that and it could be someone else. And it's air sign. It could be any kind of air sign. I mean, what's the air sign represented by this one? Doesn't give a sign on this one. It should. Yeah, Aquarius. It could be Aquarius. But it looks like it's something that you're definitely moving forward. You may be moving away from these people. You're like, maybe you decided to leave the situation. You feel like it's toxic, leaving a group of friends, or leaving even a family situation that you felt is toxic, or something like that. But it looks like you're moving forward, though, and you're moving forward victoriously. It could be like you're literally getting into your car and like, I'm going to start a new journey, a new mission somewhere. I'm just going to start anew somewhere. And that's why I'm saying believe in the impossible, because, anything's possible. When you start over and it's all fresh and new like that, absolutely. Believe in the impossible, because anything's possible, because you've literally opened yourself up to all the possibilities. You don't know where you're going. You're just going. I'm just going to go move. I'm going to go find new friends, a new job, that kind of thing. Ain't nothing wrong with that. The advice is, movement again, right? It's like move, move and go, nurture something, give. Or a message is coming in of something that's going to be valuable to you. It's faded. Oh yeah, it's super faded. It's like it's a mystery right now. You can't see it, but it's faded. I mean, you got the moon, the Wheel of Fortune, and the world, the universe in this deck. But yeah, it's faded for sure, because the wheels are turning. It could be that someone's, you move on, you leave, you go somewhere, and like you leave this part. This life. One path is like you're feeling stuck in this one path over here, and you can't really make a decision. But this other path, it's like I'm gone, I'm leaving. Right? And then the advice is saying the wheels are turning, and you can't see it yet, but you're gonna have this offer is gonna come in, and it's gonna give you the world. It's gonna give you completion and accomplishment and happiness and all the things you want. The world is just a very positive card all around. And with the Wheel of Fortune, it's like faded. Wheels of fate are turning. So I think it feels like you're ending like a bad cycle and moving into a new one. It looks like love is waiting for you there. And even a change in money too. It may be that you move places, get a new job. And it looks like, the Queen of Wands could definitely be you, especially if you're cusp Aries or have it in your chart. But yeah, some of you out there could end up getting pregnant. And if you're not trying to get pregnant or you're trying to get somebody pregnant, take precautions, because you got a love card here and a passion card and change. And you have debauch, which could be debauchery. That could just be like a good old sexual time kind of thing. The Empress can be pregnancy. And this could be your own creation. So we do create when we get pregnant or get someone pregnant, so it could be something like that. It could just be a new project or a new love. The Empress can be something new, and it could be abundance. And it could be that's what you're creating, right? Out of this, what you felt was debauchery, you've moved on and found a new project, found new love that you manifested. And it seems all really, really good. The outcome's all good. So, it's a change. You're going to have to juggle some things and make some forward movement, maybe even leave a situation or leave a group of friends or leave a specific person to find someone else to get your foundation. And there's nothing wrong with that. Change can be really good. Change can be really beautiful. All right, make sure I mention everything I wanted to mention. That being said, also, if you are returning on a Saturn cycle, so ages 27 to 31, if you're in that age group, if you're in ages 35, I don't know, 56 to 60. So 27 to 31, 56 to 60, and 84 to 90. If anybody's on YouTube that old, those are your Saturn returns. That's when Saturn would be at the place of your natal birth chart. That's where it was at when you were born. So this transit would be conjuncting where your natal Saturn was, if you're in one of those age groups, and I'll post them up here. It's going to feel a lot heavier for you, because it's like Saturn conjunct Saturn, so it's going to be a little bit heavier. Something's going to be brought to light, and a big change maybe needed to be made. Fasting can help, just giving up a little bit of yourself, or just eating really light in the evenings. I wouldn't go out on that full moon between August 30th and 31st. I would be at home. You can do what you want. I'm not telling you what to do. I'm just giving you advice based on my understanding of things, the knowledge that I've gained. Fasting is good for you intermittently. You should do it anyway. But if you physically can't, for whatever reason, like you're diabetic or for whatever reason, blood sugar is diabetic, or like blood pressure, anything like that, by all means don't. Try to eat lighter if you can. I say giving up something may make it less likely that Saturn will take something, if that's what Saturn was going to do. You know what I mean? But yeah, that's really all I have, Pisces. I'm not even close to being monetized yet, and I've already been pouring money into video editing software, and I'm not asking anything from you, just a like, a subscribe, and maybe a comment. And if you don't want to do that, that's fine. You just clicking on the video at all and viewing it, I'm grateful for that. Anyway, for what it's worth, I'm glad you're here, and I hope to see you again, Pisces. Bye.